Let's start this with a prayer. Dear Father, I thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know that you are available, able, and ready in the name of Yeshua from Nazareth. Listen, I think we're going to start doing this a little bit different. Instead of having like multiple verses, I think maybe we should just do one and make them a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to start doing one little verse, one little lyric, one little script. Get that in, eat it, and like marinate that. I'm going to show you how to eat, right? So Isaiah 51:12 says, I am he who comforts you. What ails you that you fear, man who must die, mortals who fare like grass? And this is the Most High. That one is coming from the Jewish Bible. Now we're going to take the American one. It's funny because there's so many different versions of the Bible. There's so many things, and you got so many people being like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. Listen, study. You got to reveal the mystery to you. Ain't no tripping. Okay, so in the NIV, it says, even I am he who comforts you. Who are you that you fear mere mortals, human beings who are but grass? I mean, that was a little bit more, but NIV. Listen, I don't know if you have ever been hurt in life. I don't know if you have ever been disappointed. I don't know, right? I don't even know if you've ever been afraid of something. I think maybe at one time I was like afraid to be alone, afraid to really be who God called me to be, like afraid of the outside. Yeah, I was afraid of the outside. I had social anxiety. Just like really afraid. But and I don't even know how long ago me and God were chopping it up about this verse, but once this verse got into me, listen. I wish they would. I wish someone would. And I'm not even talking about like, trying to pop off or anything. But I know who God is. God knows who I am. So when he's saying that I'm the one that comforts you, like I felt that. I'm the one who comforts you. But you out here afraid of somebody that's going to die eventually. Their time is limited. They could feel like they being up and up and up, but when that grass gets too high, what happens? It has to get cut down. So to take that and apply that to every situation in my life, oh, the bills are overwhelming. Don't fear that. God gonna comfort you. He's gonna take care of you. My kids are out of control. Don't fear that. God's gonna come through because he's a father to the fatherless. My man broke bad on me. Don't fear that. God is gonna come through and find a man that deserves the favor that comes along with you. Listen, it could go on and on and on and on and on. This is what's different about eating this word, like really getting this. And as if somebody is speaking it to you and telling you, and we'll go back to the Jewish one, I'm the one who comforts you. And what ails you, like, what do you fear from a man who can't do anything to you because I'm with you? You have to imagine God, like eat everything up that he's saying. And is it just this? Is it just like, oh, every word in the Bible is, no, God all day, constantly trying to have a conversation with you, talking about how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to move. You see how I was just like geeked a minute ago, right? And I was like, oh man, super excited. Love it, right? But when I really start thinking about God and his plan and his purpose, it's to always stay geeked about him. But there's a tone that needs to come through where when people spin it, they can really hear God and not Tanya. Even though I'm super excited about it because I don't want anyone to be afraid about anything. Anything. You know what freedom that is? Like for real, for real. I just watched a movie called Emancipation. I don't know how. I don't know how these white men thought that they were God and they could just, man, there's not even a word for what they did. There's not. It's beyond evil, provoking fear in people. Man, listen. To see what the fear looks like is crazy. Because I'm assuming that that's how God sees us. But him being like, none of that will stand if I'm here. And I had watched a dude in the movie and he's like, I am God, and then immediately like got killed. So there's nothing you should fear. Nothing at all. Have that confidence in God and know who he is and know who you are. You're a child of the Most High. Holla at him.